This video is on the speculation side, but bear in mind we don't know everything about Watch Dogs 2 just yet, so I am still able to make this video. So this video is going to be the minor things that I do not want to see return in Watch Dogs 2. So I'll be talking about the minor things that were in Watch Dogs 1 that I do not want to see returning in the sequel that has been announced a couple months ago now. Now, because I pay attention to people who have played the game, I know that the driving has improved a lot, so hopefully we'll see a better driving system in Watch Dogs 2 as a contrary to the first game. I haven't played it myself, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that the driving has improved, but from these people what they're saying is I can definitely gather that the driving has seen a major improvement, which means that I definitely hope that I won't see a poor driving system like there was in the first game in Watch Dogs 2, because they have apparently improved it according to these people. So I suppose I'll take their word for it, and I will leave that point there and go on to the next one. One thing I definitely do not want to see in Watch Dogs 2 are the Enforcer brute-like characters who take 30 clean headshots to kill. Like, they don't have any super duper special armor on, it's regular armor, just a lot thicker, and still, through the visors, they still take 30 odd headshots to kill in the first game. That's on normal difficulty. Now imagine how hard they are on the hardest difficulty, and on the easiest difficulty, which I had to switch it down to when facing a couple of them at once, it was even, well, it was just as hard. So what I really want to see happen is them just get gotten rid of, or at least dumbed down a little bit so they aren't so ridiculously hard to kill, because I have faced enemies, boss fights in games that are much harder, that are a lot easier to kill than those damn Enforcers. And this isn't me just saying that I want an easier game, it's just me saying that the Enforcers were tedious. They weren't hard, okay? They were hard to kill, but they weren't hard to kill in one go. They just took a long time to kill, and that made them quite difficult because you had to run around loads of times around them and shoot at them all the time and damage them beyond any. They had to damage them a lot, and I suppose it was a bit ridiculous come the end, and I sort of got fed up of fighting Enforcers, so whenever I saw them I either ran in the other direction or used grenade launchers. I mean, I understand that I can appreciate adding challenge to a game, but that doesn't have to come in the form of one enemy. Wait, hang on, that's an ad. Let me just pause that. Another thing I would like to not see would be the repetitive vigilante activities where you will have street crime to clear up, which usually consisted of muggings or someone planting a bomb somewhere. So, in order to spice things up a little, they could add in different things such as more mass killing side of things, or maybe something a little bit more interesting like poisoning the water, polluting and littering, because that would be funny to see if nothing else. There's also car stealing and stuff like that, which would also be quite fun to see, as well as stealing stuff, not just outright killing everyone. I'd like to see a little bit more variety in that area, and I don't want to see the same repetitive two kinds of street crime all the time, which is always committed by male figures, I have noticed. So then again, they can spice things up a little bit more by adding female criminals, maybe I don't know, dogs with rabies and stuff like that, to have more crimes and stuff that could be dealing with, not necessarily crimes like a dog with rabies isn't exactly breaking the law, it's just trying to kill people. So basically we could have females trying to steal stuff and stuff like that, not just always males going around mugging people, which is Watch Dogs 1's street crime in a nutshell, besides from the odd guy planting a bomb. But as long as they spice it up, I don't care how they do it. I want to see the street crime definitely return, but I don't want to see it as repetitive as it was, as minor as it was in the game. I want to be upping my reputation by not doing the same thing over and over again. Yes, I just realised that there were armed robberies of the odd shop every now and then, but it really wasn't enough variety either way anyway, so they still need to add a little bit more variety to both the characters committing the crimes and the crimes being committed. The system itself could just be removed entirely from Watch Dogs 2, which definitely shouldn't happen, but I would definitely like to see more variety, or nothing at all, compared to just the mundane, the odd thing like it was in the first Watch Dogs game. None of it was bad, I did enjoy it, but it did get really repetitive. Finally, another thing that I definitely do not want to see returning would be the overly invasive dying screen overlay where when you are close to death there is red all over the screen. I find it really hard to see past that and control myself, and I just die quicker. So, you know, I'd really like to be able to recover in that time by just at least seeing the screen just a tiny bit. Like, I can see the screen, I do give it that. However, I'd like to see it a little bit more to be able to see where I'm going instead of running straight into the fire, which I have done many times. So that's another thing that I would really like to see them do, is sort of get rid of the whole invasive overlay and go for a thinner overlay that is less invasive and you can see more of your screen when you're about to die. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. and I'll see you all in the next video, but be sure to tell me what you don't want to see returning and what you want to see in its place in Watch Dogs 2. So thanks for watching guys, so yeah. Well done, you made it this far into the video and haven't clicked off yet. Now you get to see me do something cool. Or maybe not.